Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you. Thank you for coming on to my page. And once again, we are back with the series Inspiring People, Inspiring Stories. And today I have with me um, a friend of mine, also from Singapore.
Mm.
I have Seok Ghee over here. Hi, Seok Ghee.
Hello, hello. Yeah, hello
Yeah.
everybody. Mm.
So Shogi is rushed back home to come on this interview, and yeah, thank you so much for doing that.
No worries, no worries.
Thank
Sorry for the messiness. I just reached home, I think 5 minutes ago. Yeah, so sorry.
yeah, no
Okay.
problem. Like you're
Mm,
here to share with everyone, right? So thank
mm,
you for coming on to share your story, and
mm.
would you like to share like who you are and what you're doing here? You know.
Okay. I'm Guy. I'm the founder for Guy Digital Solution. I'm running this digital business alongside with my main job. Actually, a full-time working mom with three children. So a pair of twins, and the elder one is a secondary school girl, teenage girl. I think like many working moms, after working, you come home, it's like a childcare tuition center or whatever you call it until 10 plus. Then we have our own
Mm-hmm.
me time. Yeah, that's my life, and that's the whole short introduction about myself. Mm,
Yeah, nice. Like, okay, so
mm,
basically, the reason why we have connected and why you're here
mm.
sharing the story is
Yes.
because we are in this digital business. And
Mm.
yeah, I'm just interested to know, like, what was life like before you started this digital business?
Okay. Actually, I before I start this digital business, honestly, I at a quite a low part of my life because I was in a corporate the same company for about close to 20 years, and that year I got retrenched. Yeah, so can you imagine 20 years in the same organization? Then I worked myself up the ladder, and because of a business decision, I got retrenched, and that set me to think what I really want for my life. Definitely, going back to the same trade, same industry, just find another job, uh, would be the easiest, and I
Mm-hmm.
think most simple for me. But after much thought, actually, I don't like to go back that path because I don't see myself 5 years, 10 years still doing the same thing. And even
Mm-hmm.
I want, maybe I got retrenched again. And by then, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not so young anymore. I will be in my 50s and my marketability may not be there. That is why it triggers me to really think about what kind of life I want. Yeah. At that time, I was thinking because I'm a very safe person. Yeah. I
Yeah.
do not want to say I throw everything aside. I put my saving in a business, then I will, wow,
Yeah.
sure can make it. That's not me because I have my
Yeah.
own commitment also. I decided to find a job that
Mm-hmm.
yeah, can give me the security,
Mm-hmm.
give me a more regular time compared to my previous job, and
Mm-hmm.
at the same time I can work on something else. So that is
Yeah.
why I start to find a permanent job, and at the same time
Mm-hmm.
another side hustle to supplement my loss of lower reduced income, and also
Mm-hmm.
to build another life I want. So that is my life before I start this digital business. Mm.
Yeah. So I mean, you did share with your audience, and we did talk about like you started a few of your
Mm.
side hustles before
Mm.
a few years back as well, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah, did that lead you to
Mm.
come into this digital business?
Definitely, because at that time, I'm a person who never like to settle. I like to be busy somehow. Yeah. When when I was holding on to my previous job, I also tried a few adventures, business
Mm-hmm.
adventures, and
Mm-hmm.
that really is something that sets me understand myself better. Yeah, because I know myself, I can't. I'm not a big risk taker, which I mentioned just now. I do not want to spend long hours after work doing meeting customer, doing job outside of my family. So I
Yeah.
need something flexible. And I also know myself that I do not want to, stock out things, then go and do the shipment or this. It's actually quite hassle because I tried that before. So it's not so
Mm-hmm.
simple as what many people think it is. So that's why if you ask me why I stepped into this digital business, because seriously, I consider this business for about a month before I decide. After understanding everything, I took 1 month to
Mm-hmm.
consider. Then I decide to embark on it because I find that it gives me the flexibility. I can use pocket of my time to actually run the business. I can um, I can learn online all the things
Mm-hmm.
that I frankly I previously did not touch on. And I after I touch on this, I seriously think that it's pretty easy to pick up. It's just you just need to be disciplined to follow up
Yeah.
with the training, and then we look into it if you are not sure, and we have a very supportive team there to answer to our queries if we are really lost. Yeah. So
Yeah.
after considering the support, the potential of the business, and the nature
Mm-hmm.
of flexibility, yeah, that's why I stepped into this business, and I'm very happy to be here. That's why I know you.
Yeah, I've always like I say, people who might invite is basically people who have actually really inspired me, and that's why I want you to like share with people
Mm,
around me so that they can be inspired as well by your stories. Like
mm,
we are just ordinary people, right? But
yes, yes.
because of this, we are able to meet
Mm,
like-minded people, and yeah,
yes,
like it's amazing how the connection comes. If not,
yes,
we won't be able to meet each other in real life, isn't it?
yes, yes. That's very
Yeah.
true. Yeah. Mm,
Yeah. So, which brings me to this question, like, how has that changed your life? Like,
mm,
to me, like, I get to meet people, and yeah, and I get to meet amazing people like you. I don't know about you, like, how it in
mm.
other aspects as well. How has that changed your life?
How has that changed my life?
Has
I
like
was.
how has
Mm.
this business really changed your life?
Okay, I guess this business made me see that when I set my mind to do things, I will be able to do it. Yeah, because I find that many people, um, how should I put it? Sometimes people will set their mind that, hey, I can't do this, I can't do that because of all these constraints in life. But I see another way because the business is model is really quite flexible. So as long as um, I'm disciplined enough, yeah, I will be able to progress in this biz. And I think one part that um, so-called change my perspective of life is so I discover more about myself because this
Mm,
biz is not really about just earning money.
yeah.
Besides that, we also through the training we learn more about mindset. We learn why when we reflect back to some of our past experience, why we did not pull through, why we are not successful at that moment. Because this whole business or rather entrepreneurial journey make me reflect and learn from my things, and yeah, that changed my life. And sometimes it also changed my when I understand because I meet up with some of the people not online. They share their story with me. It also make me realize that I'm pretty in a good position. I'm grateful for that, and I also see that many people really at they are not ready when changes hit them. So
Mm,
that changed my perspective, and that makes me more determined to be prepared for the future than to sit there and just count on one job and to serve me. Yeah. Mm.
yes. Yeah, exactly. I often say on my page, like, if we change nothing, nothing changes. And
Mm.
yeah, this is exactly how, like, little things that we do, the mindset, like you said, like you shared, is it really changes a lot of things and
Mm.
it really brings a spark to my life as well.
Yes, yes.
So
But
yeah.
Rebecca, I want to share
Mm.
something here.
Yes.
Honestly, when you first started the business, I noticed you. Yeah, because I remember you as somebody very shy, very very shy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So now actually when I see
Oh,
you,
I would never, yeah. When I first started, actually, I, I wouldn't say that I was shining through. I don't know. Yeah,
yeah, I
but
remember you
yeah,
you're a very shy person. You're very, I mean, kind of quiet. And honestly, at that time, you're not so natural on the screen. but
yeah,
but
yeah.
but now I really see a change in you. Yeah, that's why when you invite me, I'm very happy to be here. I remember, I remind myself I must bring this up to you, that I see a very big change in you, and I believe you will be very successful in this business. Mm.
Thank you, thank you. It means a lot. It means a lot. Like I mean, exactly like what you said. I was
Mm.
never natural. When I see the screen, when I see camera or anything, I will just freeze, and I will just speak off my
Mm.
mind, and then I wouldn't even know what I'm saying. So, but like as the mindset goes, like we
Mm.
are trained to um, like put our mindset in the right place so that we can move on forward to a better place to bring us to towards our goal, move us towards our goal. And yeah, like it not only change your life, like you said, you see the
Mm.
change in me. It has literally changed me so much that I wouldn't be myself like this self in front of everyone. I wouldn't be able to share anything if I didn't have this business actually, because
Mm.
I would be like before you say I was very shy and everything, right? And I really wasn't. I was always very awkward, when speaking. Yeah, because previously I was an early childhood leader and everything. I am okay with speaking with children and
Mm.
maybe like communicate with the parents, but somehow maybe because after the years of being a stay-at-home mom, I
Mm.
think it has brought me to feel not so confident. And yeah,
Mm.
I'm thankful that, yeah, thank you so much for that. For so okay. Anyway, my
Mm.
story aside, would you have any
Mm.
advice to anyone
Mm.
watching? Like
Oh, okay. I won't say
yeah.
advice, maybe some sharing
Mm-hmm.
on my side.
Mm-hmm.
I want to encourage everyone here not to limit yourself um,
Mm-hmm.
to what you have now, and also not to settle for less, because many a times I guess everyone have our own dreams. We know what we want. We wish for certain things that we don't have in our life currently, but we are
Yeah.
afraid. We are afraid to take the step to really try it out. Yeah, but if you think about it, if you don't really try, then you will never get it, right?
Yes.
And what's there to lose? Frankly, many a times we don't have much to lose. If you do a calculated risk, do your
Mm-hmm.
evaluation properly, evaluate it based on what kind of effort you are willing to put in, what kind of time you're going to put in. If you can settle for this and you can find a solution, a possible solution out of it, then just go ahead and try it. And I believe you will find a way. That is something I wish to share here. That is what I have done for myself. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I no, I don't need anybody to guarantee me that this business will work for me, because if you guarantee me, I don't think it's true, because nobody can
Yeah.
guarantee. But I
Yes.
along the way I started with knowing nothing, but I believe that this thing will work after studying for 1 month, and I take the step. That is the important thing. Take the step to embark on it, and you will find your way whenever you meet any hurdles, because you already know it can work. It's just find the way. So you are already very advanced compared to a lot of people, and really really don't settle for less just because you think you don't have the time, you don't have the money, you don't have whatever. yeah, and you just settle for it. That's not the way to live your life because we only live once. Mm. That's the
Yes,
sharing I want to have here. Mm.
well said. Yeah. Thank you so much for this wonderful
Mm.
sharing. And thank you so much, everyone,
Mm.
for taking your time to
Mm.
listen on. Thank you, Elaine, Luciana, Mankin. Yeah, thank you, everyone, for staying tuned. We'll see you another day for another story
Mm.
with another friend of mine. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Goodbye.
you.
Thank you.